Hello everybody, Matthew Armstrong here on day 86 of this 100-day financial freedom challenge, and I'm going to let you in. I'm going to give you an insight into a little concept, a little distinction that you're going to get in this video. You're going to get a distinction in this video, and it can radically transform your life. It can radically transform your life, your finances, not just your finances, but your life, your lifestyle, and your freedom in life, right? Because what I see a lot of people with their aim, their focus, their goal is to get rich, right? And I see it with people around here. I see it with we live right beside a marina on a very in an area that's very sought after. There's a lot of wealthy people around here. A lot of wealthy people. We live down by a marina, so there's a lot of boats in the marina. A lot of nice boats. There's a lot of houses around here and apartments that. And the people who own the nice boats, they own places around here, right? Because they want to be close to their boats. But the thing is, you don't see them that often. A lot of them are away working in their companies or their businesses, or whatever they do. So just having a conversation out there, just out and chatting to my next door neighbour, and for the first time, because he hasn't been here at all, he just arrived down, and he was saying, "Oh, do you live here all year round?" I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I have my business on the internet." And he's like, "Oh, right." He says, "Yeah." He said, "I'd love to work here, live here all year round." He says, "But I have my company in the city, and I have my business, and I have to be there." And it's just like the regular story I hear, I was speaking to a guy last week, and again, he was saying the same thing. He said, "Oh, I'd love to stay here all year round." And I said, "What do you do?" And he said, "Oh, I'm a lawyer in Madrid, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I've got my business on the internet." And he said, "Well, what are your products?" And I said, "Well, I don't actually have any physical products. My business online, I can live wherever I want, and I choose to live here." And he looks at me like I'm some sort of genius or something, And I'm just saying to him, I said, "Actually, it's not that difficult. You can do it." He says, "I'd love to do that." He says, "I'd love to be able to not have to live in the city anymore. I'd love to be able to live here. I'd love to be able to do this." And that's a lot of people's stories, because a lot of them are looking to get rich. A lot of people are looking to get rich, and while a lot of people around here have a lot more money than I do, they don't have the lifestyle. They don't have the freedom. They've got their big boat. They've got their yacht. But, all the boats are in the harbour, right? Most of those boats there, they might see the open water a few weeks of the year. Maybe 3 weeks of the year those boats see the open water. The rest of the time they're just moored up, And that's a lot of people's story. Because a lot of people made a decision to get rich before getting free. They get rich, and then eventually, whenever they hit 65 or something, they retire, then they have the freedom, right? If they're fortunate enough to be one of the people that have made a decision to get rich, then they get the freedom. Some people don't make a decision to get rich or get free, and then they go through life, and then they end up their whole life in poverty at the end of it, They never actually get there, right? That's most people. But the few percent of people that actually decide to get rich, like a lot of people around here have, then at the end of their life, at the end of life, when they get to 65 or something, then they retire. Then they come here and live here full time or something. And it's because they've just made different decisions. They've just valued different things more. And here's the distinction, because most people that do it, they look to get rich because they think getting rich is the goal. Once they get rich, that's it, right? That's what they think. So they get rich and they get all this stuff, and they have the holiday home, and they have the big boat and the yacht, and the nice big cars, as I see a lot of them around here. But they don't have the freedom, right? So look, if you want the lifestyle, look to get the freedom. Look to get the financial freedom, where you have a passive income coming in that supports your lifestyle. And then, once you've got that going, then if you want to get rich, you can. You can get rich. You can keep building it, and you can work more on it, and you can build more income streams, and you can get rich. But to me, the freedom is more important than the rich. To have the financial freedom, to have your money working for you, might not be as much as some of the people around here. But the freedom, compared to being the rich, I'd choose the freedom any day. I'd choose the freedom any day. I'd much rather drive a Toyota than drive the BMW X6 and have the freedom, than drive the BMW X6 and have to drive it in traffic every day to get to work, I'd prefer to have the Toyota Corolla and drive to the beach every day than have the X6 and drive through rush hour traffic. Do you get what I'm saying? You know? So that's the way I see it. And maybe you're watching these videos and that's the way you see it too. And it's so much easier. The freedom is so much easier than the rich. You know, with what we have here, with the businesses online that we have, and these income streams that we can create, these financial freedom income streams, these passive income streams that are actually quite easy to create now, we can do that. And that's part of what this video series is about, just to show you that it's actually easier. Like that guy just looked at me, this lawyer who's obviously doing very well and is a high flyer. He looks at me like I'm some sort of genius and he doesn't think he can do it. I'm saying to him, it's quite easy, you know? Because most people don't think it's easy, and so they never try, they don't do it, you know? So I gave him a few tips and pointers, and I'm going to drop him an email of different things, and you know, maybe he'll suddenly get the picture and see that it's easy. Or the other people around here that seem to think the same thing. So there's your distinction. Get free, get the financial freedom, pretty easy. Click on the link below, make a decision right now and do that. Pretty easy to do. And then get rich, if you want to. You don't have to. You know, you can have the financial freedom. You can have just like, take you a few months to do it, maybe 6 months, maybe 10 months, depending. You know, to have $5 grand a month just coming in every month, no matter what. You can have the freedom to go and travel, do what you want. You might not have the big yacht and the big fancy car and the Rolls Royce and all that, but you've got freedom. That's financial freedom, right? Okay, so if you haven't made a decision, make a decision right now. Click the link below, join our team, and create financial freedom. And then if you want to be rich, you know. But do the freedom first, do the rich second. That way it's much more fun doing the rich thing when you're already free. Get it? Okay, see you in the next video.